Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the show. Good morning, Abuja. It's another beautiful Tuesday morning, and this is the Unity Station, NT Abuja Channel 5. And my name is Shuaibu Mustafa Labaran. Today, I'm your host on the program, and we'll be delving into the world of bees as we commemorate today as World Bee Day. The bees are really special, they are unique, they are a mystery upon this earth because the amount of work they do and the value which they contribute to the biodiversity and of course we human is something that up till now is still immeasurable. I can tell you for free that honey, which is one of the products of the bee, is something that humans rely on heavily for a lot of medicinal purposes. And of course, is a food that we love to consume. This morning, we'll be bringing you the world of bees, and of course, our regulars on the show would also feature prominently. Let us start by taking some motivational talk from Abdul Karim Abdul Hakim Adeza. Please stay with us.
So why let procrastination steal away your time and your shine? You have potential. Everybody, everyone has a gift. And this gift is meant to be shared with the world. According to an astounding speaker in person of Teresa Nwachukwu, she said, and I quote, "Everybody has a message. It's your duty to share it with the world. If you don't share it, you're hurting the world. But imagine that you eventually shared it at the wrong timing. Then the world no longer needs your message. Take advantage of the now. There is power in starting. And not just starting now. Start. Just start. This is the best advice that I've gotten in a decade. And it has catapulted me, changed the trajectory of my movements, positioned me in where I am, and given me access to see that there's more to be achieved. But what if I hadn't started? What if that call, I didn't make it? What if that business proposal, I didn't send it? What if I never asked her to marry me at that moment?"
Welcome back and thank you, Adeza. That was truly, truly inspiring. Now let's delve to our Keep Fit segment. And this morning, we'll be doing general body exercise. Yes, we're in the raining season and the rains come unexpectedly, but we must have a routine for indoor exercises so we do not lose track of the progress we'll be making through the months and years. So, general body exercise will be going for this morning on our Keep Fit segment. Stay with us. Welcome back from Keep Fit segment. Let's quickly go on a short break now. When we come back, I'll be introducing you to our guest on the show. Remember, I told you it's the world of bees today, and our guest will be taking us into the world of bees, educating us about bees, and of course, telling us how we could get children to become interested in conserving the culture of bees. Let's take the short break. I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? You are not ready to produce.
Have been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B. Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
There is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Hello friends, welcome to Kiddie Zone. My name is Omarade with Erse. Here with me is
Oguntayo and Kwasi Justina, and today we have many fun things in store for you.
I had so much fun and I hope you had fun.
Exactly, it was exciting, especially when I saw the lion, ostriches, and buffaloes.
Yes, it's ladylike. And today we have a fantastic personality. What a man can do, a woman can do even better, best.
Welcome back. The show is still Good Morning Abuja, and it's time to speak to a special guest this morning as we commemorate World Bee Day today. You know, bees are very, very important to our ecosystem. Like, without the bees, trust me, the plants will all be dead because who pollinates them is the bees that do that work. And think about the beautiful, delicious honey they produce for us. You know, honey is very medicinal, and we humans rely heavily on honey. This morning, I'll be speaking with Chiamaka Makani of Makani Sustainable Solutions as we delve into the world of bees. Good morning and welcome on the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
Happy World Bee Day. I'm sure this is a day that excites you.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's a very wonderful day for the bees and for
Yes.
humans too.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Let me ask, why is it a wonderful day for the bees?
Albert Einstein said if the bees were to disappear from the surface of this earth, humans will live not more than 3 years.
Wow.
Yes. So the bees are very important for our foods to grow because they make up 70% of pollinators. So without bees, your tomatoes, your cucumber, your carrot will not grow. So it's a wonderful day for humans. Yes, it is.
I didn't know the bees are this important, considering I am a lover of tomatoes. So imagine the bees are not there to pollinate tomatoes. We'll run out of tomatoes.
Yes, you will.
That's really amazing to know that these tiny creatures called the bees are this important to the existence of humans. But now we are celebrating World Bee Day, and you are a beekeeper. In fact, you're somebody who is very passionate about the bees. Sometimes I like to refer to you as a bee protector.
Yes,
Like
I
you
am.
advocate for them, you
Yes.
speak for them, you treat them as if they are you treat them with the level of importance that they deserve. But now let's talk about the challenges around the bees now. We know a lot of things is going wrong, and that's why this morning we want to delve into their world. Let us first understand how important are the bees to say the flowers, the plants. I know you said without them, pollination would be an issue, but we have other creatures that help in pollination. But how important, how critically important in layman terms, especially since we are looking to get the younger generation interested in beekeeping?
Bees make up 70% of our pollinations. That means other pollinators make up only 30%. So without this 70%, how will most of our crops grow? They are very important. Without them, most of our crops will not be able to grow. Yes, because they make up 70%, and the other pollinators that are helping them are just 30%. So they are very, very important.
Okay. Now let's come into the work. I've always been fascinated by the bees. I wonder how they do the things they do. We just see bees just fly and they fly and come back. And then after a short while, you just check somewhere and you see lots of honey has gathered. So let us delve into this now. How does a bee collect pollen? And what do they do with it? There's something called pollen, which is a material that you find on plants. So bees collect this, and it is this that they use in pollinating other plants, right?
Bees are very organized. Sometimes when you see them running around, you think you're just seeing a bee, but you're seeing more than a bee. Because what the things that they do, they are so amazing. Bees have specialized structure in their legs that looks like hairs. So once they are collecting nectar from flower, the pollen stick to their hairs, then they put it in their pouch because they have a pollen pouch close to their legs. So once they go to their hives, they also put it inside their cells. They store it there.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really organized. They have pouches, they have
Yes.
amazing.
They do.
So but let's calm down now. I always wondered as a kid, we have different type of bees. There's a honeybee, which makes honey that we all love. And then we hear there's a bumblebee. And kids like bumblebee because it has these colors and it's bright and beautiful. Tell us the difference between these two.
Okay. You see, the honeybee produces honey, while the bumblebee doesn't produce honey.
Okay.
Yes, and it's a solitary bee. Usually see it is what always flies alone. Then the honeybee, it stays in a colony. There's a queen bee, there's a drone, then there's a worker, all working together in categories.
Take that
in
again.
a colony.
There's a queen bee.
Yes, we have the queen bee. In honeybees, they have three main categories.
Okay.
That's the queen bee, the drones, and then the worker bees.
Wow. Can you explain these categories?
Okay, so in the hive, they can be up to 30,000 to 20,000.
Bees?
Yes, bees. In a colony, just one colony of, yes. But we only have one queen bee. Yes, just only one queen bee. Then there's drones. The drones can be up to 2,000 to 5,000. Then the worker bees are usually highest in population. They can be 20,000. And they are the ones that produce the honey that we take.
So this queen bee, what's her duty? What's her function? What does she do?
Yes, the queen bee, she's the one that make sure that everything that's supposed to happen in the hive gets done using her pheromones. It's her pheromones that tells the bee when to go and collect nectar, when to scout, and then she's also in charge of producing. She lays eggs. She lays about 2,000 to 1,500 eggs daily in the hive.
Okay, so she is responsible for reproduction.
Yeah, she's responsible for reproduction.
Amazing.
Then why the worker bees, they are the ones that do all the work in the hive. They actually have a lot of other categories under the worker bee. We have undertaker bees, we have nurse bees, we have forage bees. Yes, I know that name is going to be very...
Yes, I'm super interested in what they do.
So, bees are very interesting and they are very neat.
Okay.
Yes, they're very neat. They don't die inside their hive.
Oh, they don't die in the hive?
They don't. If a bee wants to die, it goes outside the hive. Maybe it feels like it wants to die. It goes outside the hive, wails around, and then waits for it to die. If it doesn't die to the next morning, then it comes back to the hive. So let's say any bee mistakenly died inside the hive. These undertaker bees, they carry the dead bees outside the hive and drop them outside the hive. They do this to reduce the spread of diseases and infections inside.
They have a full functional health system in that hive.
Yes, they do. They even have a bee hospital.
Really?
Yes, inside the hive, they have chambers for bee hospital. That's why I said the bees are very interesting.
So in this bee hospital, they have doctors, nurses standing to...
Yeah, that's why I said they have nurse bees.
Okay.
Yes, they have nurse bees.
And the nurse bees, what do they do?
So the nurse bees are the ones that take care of the queen bee. They feed the larva. They make sure the hive is clean. Then in the bee hospital, they take care of the sick bees. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know the bees are this organized. You mentioned the drone bees.
Yes, the drone bees, they don't do anything apart from mate with the queen.
Oh, that's
they
their
only
own
mate,
job.
Yes, they only mate with the queen. And there's an interesting fact about bee. The queen bee only mates once in her lifetime. Yes, they call it nocturnal flight.
Okay.
Yes. So once she emerges from her cell, she goes outside with some soldier bees and some nurse bees. She goes out. She doesn't mate inside the hive. That's to tell you how organized these bees are. She goes outside of the hive. Then these drone bees, I said they don't do anything.
Yes.
So they're always outside, maybe having fun, chatting. So once they sense the queen bee's pheromones, there's what they race to meet the queen. So it's like the first drone to meet with the queen, she'll mate with you. How she mates with them, she'll just tear you and take your sperm. So any bee drone that she mates with dies.
She's wicked.
It's nature.
She tears and takes the...
Yes.
Wow.
So she only mates once in her lifetime. So that one, she takes enough sperm that she needs to lay all her eggs for a lifetime.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, it's interesting to know that the bees do all this, but let's make progress now. Now, we are talking about getting the younger generation interested in protecting the bees, because we have identified that there are so many challenges associated with beekeeping. This is where our next line of conversation would be on. We're going to look at this and see how we could speak to the younger minds to get them interested. But it will be right after we go on a short break now. So let's quickly take this break. When we come back, trust me, Chiamaka, the beekeeper, is still with us, and of course she'll be sharing from her knowledge with us on how we could manage bees and conserve them. Stay with us.
The major work that bee does is pollination. What I mean by pollination is, is like reproduction. Male gametes, being transferred to female for fertilization, and from there, your crop can come up with a very viable fruit, or as the case may be, seed. So that is the major work of the honeybees. Now, if you want to look at it, these guys, they have different specialization, and if you look at them, the way they do their things in their house, we call it hive, is quite different from even the way some of us on earth will behave. They are the most organized animal or insect ever created by God, the most organized. You can see this flower. The bee will come out from their hive, suck the nectar. They suck the nectar, like when you want to take your bobo or your coke, you put straw. So the proboscis is their straw. They put that into the nectar and they suck. When they suck the nectar, they now regurgitate. I don't know if my English is not too deep. Regurgitation, they eat and vomit in the heat, and they have enzymes and other chemicals to make it honey, to formulate it into honey. So when they now look at it, that okay, this is the constituent of honey, they now go back to their hive and now put it inside the cell. When you look at the comb is built inside the hive. That from the comb there are cells. Is hexagonal in nature. Hexagonal, you know what I mean? Six-sided. Yeah, hexagonal. So that cell, that's the place they will put the honey. So when they put the honey there, they will now seal the honey. Do you get it now? They will seal. So any honey that is not sealed, in our own terms as beekeeper, is not ripe. Like you have a ripe mango, ripe pawpaw, it's not ripe to be harvested. So when you see a sealed honey, is ripe to be harvested. And now what the beekeepers look at is the strength of the colony. If the colony is not strong, it shows that you don't have honey. 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, bee will start foraging. So they start as early as 5:36 when the day breaks, and they will work till 7 p.m. when there is absolute darkness. They cannot fly again. The reason why you have not seen them to pursue us away from here is because rain. When they see rain, they will just calm down. Rain actually is another tranquilizer. It will make them to calm.
Hello friends, welcome to Kiddies World. My name is Omorade with Erse. Here with me is
The green title, I am Kwasi Justina, and today we have many fun things in store for you.
I had so much fun, and I hope you had fun.
Exactly, it was exciting, especially when I saw the lion, ostriches, and buffaloes.
Yes, it's Ladylike, and today we have a fantastic personality. What a man can do, a woman can do even better.
Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and yes, we're talking about bee conservation and the culture of bees, how we can protect them, and especially personally, I'm interested in how we could get the younger generation interested in beekeeping. And so we were speaking earlier about the different categories of bees and what they do in the hive. And it sounds so organized, like everybody has a defined role, everybody has a set responsibility, and they're eager to execute it. I wish
Yes.
I could explore more of this, but let's make progress now. So let's talk about the kids now, kids, children now. Today is World Bee Day. If we intend to have these pollinators, these people are responsible for 70% of pollination. We must get our younger ones interested in beekeeping. Is that something you agree with?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do we do this?
Oh, what Makani Sustainable Solution is trying to do is to have gardens in most primary schools in order to make these young children have interest in beekeeping, and not also beekeeping, in farming, in agriculture.
Okay.
Yes, because agriculture is very important for the bees, because the bees have to feed on something.
Okay.
Yes. So we plan to have by using VR, virtual reality
Yeah.
software. Yes. So this virtual reality, the children can see simulations of bees.
Okay.
Yes, and flowers, and this can get
Trigger
them,
an
yes,
interest.
trigger an interest in bees. And we also have physical gardens in their school, like sunflower, hibiscus, and the tomatoes I was talking about. Yes, and this can make these children to start wanting to actually farm something.
I came across a concept that says bee hotel. What is a bee hotel? Is it like an actual hotel? Like they have rooms like Transcorp, Sheraton. One could go sleep in.
Yes, they can. They have rooms even in the real beehives. They make rooms. Like I said, they have chambers for hospitals and the rest. So these bee hotels, how you make them is just you can build a box, then you put round holes, then you can stuff the holes with bamboos, dried trees and dried flowers.
Okay.
Yes, and then you can also put some maybe honey or some things that can attract bees.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, basically it's like building a hive.
Yes.
Building a structure for them to be able to establish a hive.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Okay, so beyond building, if we are to set up a bee hotel now, say in a school for children to be able to participate in the bee culture and conservation, is that something that is possible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So beyond building the hive, how do we get the bees now to?
Like I said, we can plant flowers that
Okay.
build up in, like sunflowers. Those big sunflowers, bees love it. They're
Okay.
always attracted to it. So if you plant it in close to your bee hotels, definitely the bees, the butterflies, and other insects that pollinate will definitely come to visit your garden.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, and it will be a lovely experience for children to have a very beautiful garden filled with beautiful flowers where butterflies, bees visit regularly.
That's amazing. All right, let's speak about the lifespan of a bee. How long does a bee live?
Okay. It depends. Like I said, for honeybees, they that have three categories. That's the queen, the drone, and then the worker bees.
Yes.
They have different life cycles.
Okay.
For the worker bees, they only live 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
For the drones, they can live up to 2 to 3 months. Then for the queen bee, she can live 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So the worker bees, they live shorter. They have a shorter lifespan because they work so much and their body can carry.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's this popular myth that once a bee stings you, the bee dies. Is that true?
It's true. Because once the bee stings you, the part of the abdomen stays inside your skin.
Okay.
So once it's trying to pull away, part of its body comes out with it. So it has to die.
Okay.
Yes.
But what would make a bee sting me or sting someone?
Okay. If it sees you as a threat, yes. Like I said, they work more than their body can career, especially the worker bees, in producing honey and keeping their family safe. So once they sense that you want to steal their honey,
Okay.
so they have to sting you.
Hmm.
They have to attack
Okay.
to protect their honey. And if a bee sense a threat, the first thing they do is to protect their queen inside the hive. Then the queen sends her pheromones. So the pheromones is the one that are making the bees aggressive and stinging you. Yes.
All right. Since it's like that, since how do I get friendly that they see me as a friend instead of a threat?
Just okay. If you're normally if bees can sense adrenaline.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're not scared of the bees, most times they will not sting you. Yes. And there are some hand gestures that shows that if you want to kill them or something.
Okay.
Yes, like this, like this. So if you just stay, just keep your hands to yourself and you walk away gently. Just walk away from them. They're not going to chase you. But if you start doing like this and attacking, they're definitely going to sting you.
Does bee sting kill?
It depends on if you're allergic to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like normally bee stings is actually healthy, but like they said, too much of everything is not good.
Bee sting is actually healthy.
Yes, it's actually very healthy, but too much of everything is not. Too
How
much
is
of
it
everything
healthy?
can kill.
It's by stinging you introduce some vitamins to your body.
Yes, and enzymes.
Wow, amazing.
Like some people use it to cure. There's a doctor, a herbal doctor in Egypt that I heard about that uses bee stings to cure cancer.
Wow.
Yes. But there's a way he does it. He's a doctor. Yes.
Amazing. Now let's come back to the children now. Getting them to become interested in bees is what we're trying to achieve in commemoration of World Bee Day. So let me ask, how can they help? How can the children themselves help, whether at home, at school, or anywhere?
Okay, like you said before, if you want to change something, you have to change the minds of the young people because the future belongs to the young people. So, like I said, we're using VR and bee gardens to get the children very interested in farming, in agriculture, in planting flowers, in planting food to sustain the bees. So they can help by planting flowers at home, planting food at home, even yam, potato in sack bags. And that's why we started an Operation Feed Yourself Now.
Okay.
It's a movement for young people that in your homes, at least you should be planting something.
Wow.
Yes, you can plant tomatoes in your home. You can plant yam in sacks. You can plant potatoes, and all this contributes to the ecosystem and biodiversity.
I like that Operation Feed Yourself. Sounds very interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So the children now we have to get them interested. Now, when we see these bees, they are so little. But when you visit their hive to collect honey, you find so much honey sometimes. How much honey does a bee make, or how many bees will it take to fill a bucket of honey or a jar of honey?
Like I told you before, that one bee makes just 1 teaspoon all their lifetime.
Just one bee is 1 teaspoon.
Yes, just one teaspoon. So it can take about 20,000 to 30,000 bees over a long period of time, because their lifespan too is also 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, but the queen bee is always she lays egg daily, 1,500 to 2,000 eggs daily. Yes, so it's like as they're dying, another one is replacing them, so it can take, at least 20,000, 30,000 bees to fill a jar.
Okay. So
each bee a teaspoon.
Okay. You have your work cut out saying that you're a strong advocate for conservation of the environment and one who promotes the culture and conservation of bees as a way of protecting our ecosystem.
Yes.
What programs do you have lined up for?
There is a World Bee Day celebration today at the Veterinary Council, organized by Youth for Apiculture Initiative.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be a very fun event.
Oh, amazing.
Yes. So you're advised to attend. You can get your original honey from a lot of beekeepers from all around Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful experience for any honey lover.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
Yes. So I know you have a program that you were talking about.
Yes, the Operation Feed Yourself Now, which is meant to spark interest in young people to start farming, planting at homes, in schools, school gardens. So we're going to be launching it this May in Uni Abuja with some students, and we are also going to be visiting some schools in town to build small gardens in their school.
And bee hotels.
Yes, and bee hotels. We're also going to share a lot of seeds, flowers like sunflowers, tomatoes. Yes, and there's also going to be a lot of visits in those schools. Yeah. It's going to be like a challenge, like youngest bee farmer in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes, for the most active young person.
That sounds very interesting. You've thrown the challenge out there. So if you're somebody who is interested in beekeeping, or you want to get your child interested in beekeeping, you already heard it from the beekeeper herself, Chiamaka Makani of Makani Solutions. And I'm so happy and excited to have you on the show this morning, especially as we're celebrating World Bee Day.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do for the environment. Thank you for all you do in conserving the environment, as well as what you do personally for the bee. And see how colorful she looks. She looks like a bee herself.
Thank you.
She interacts so much with them. I'm sure when they see her coming, they get all friendly. Unlike people like us, and they'll begin to sting. The program is Good Morning Abuja. It's been a pleasure having you in the studio.
For more information about our youngest farmer in Nigeria, you can check out our social media handle, Makani Sustainable Solution. Thank you.
Okay, there you have it. You can get all the information you need to be part of that experience. Yes, the young farmers' experience. And trust me, who knows? You just might be the one who emerges as the winner, as there's a little competition that will be taking place there. So you heard it from her, the beekeeper herself. It's time for us to go on a short break now. And when we come back, there's still a lot on the show. Please stay with us.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
latest station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Hello friends, welcome to Kiddies Zone. My name is Omorade with Erse. Here with me is
Oguntayo and Kwasi Justina, and today we have many fun things in store for you.
I had so much fun and I hope you had fun.
Exactly, it was exciting, especially when I saw the lion, ostriches, and buffaloes.
Welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja. We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and I've been having an amazing time on the show. I've been educated, and I hope you followed up on that interview with Chia Makani of Makani Sustainable Solutions, talking about bees there. What can children do? There's so much that the children can do. One of them is getting to become educated about bees and contributing to our biodiversity by actually helping in setting up bee hotels and so much more. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the future belongs to the children. So what they consume as knowledge now is very important. And there's so much about these children that the talent they exhibit on a daily still baffles me every day. But this morning, we'll be exploring some more as we delve in to see what they are doing for us this morning. On the segment, What Can Children Do?
My name is Alamkwasi Justina Oguntayo.
And my name is Itamani.
Welcome to What Can You Do?
Today we're gonna be making my sign necklaces, which is really fun and cool. So this is what you're gonna need for the craft. A jar of water, scissors, a paper plate, a hole puncher, a paintbrush, some paint, and some yarn. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna need to do for this craft is we're gonna cut a line right in the center, and now we're gonna cut it all around. Almost done. And it should now look like this. We're gonna cut another line. Should look like that. So the next step is take the hole puncher and make a hole in it. Oh, ooh, there's our first punch. Now we're just gonna do the other one. So this might be a little hard, so you might wanna ask a parent. So I've got my two holes over here, or hearts. Now it's yarn part. So we're gonna take the yarn, cut a small piece, about that big, and we're gonna take it and put it right in the hearts like that. So now I'm just gonna tie a knot on it, just like this. And now I'm just gonna do the other side now. Exactly the same like I did. So there, should look like that. And now, it's painting time. Make your own my sign up.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja. We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? You are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Truly beautiful, amazing, super talented kids there. And that brings us up to our next segment of the program, and that is talking about the weather. I remember earlier on I said we're in the raining season, and these days you just have to be prepared. Have an umbrella, a handy umbrella. Make sure you check up on weather forecasts and updates to keep yourself within a safe zone and knowing what to expect and when to expect it. Basically, it's a good time. I love the raining season. It means the soil gets its food, its nutrients to be able to produce crops. And what are we doing if we do not have food to eat? So the rain is a major source of enriching the soil to produce the food we eat. And since we are talking about World Bee Day, we know how important the rains are because they help these flowers and these crops that the bees get its nectar from to stay and flourish. It's time for us now to see weather updates. Thank you so much. That's the weather forecast for today. It's time for us now to say bye-bye on the show. It's been an amazing time. I've had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself on the program as well. Remember, this is Good Morning Abuja. It's coming to you from NT Abuja Channel 5, the Unity Station. And my name is Shuaibu Mustafa Labaran. I would like to say, do have a lovely day and thank you for being with us. On behalf of the entire production crew, we wish you the best of the rest of today. Bye-bye.